Yesterday, my husband and father-in-law added to the more than 30,000 stories reported by StoryCorps, a national nonprofit dedicated to preserving bits and pieces of our past in stories and interviews. I took our kids downtown before the interview to see the StoryCorps Airstream Sound Studio parked outside the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. Then, while we waited, we strolled around the park across the street. As my kids so innocently ran and played, I became acutely aware of the intertwining stories all around me. Draped by a shallow Birmingham skyline in the distance, I heard echoes of her past. Right across the street, the 16th Street Baptist Church told me stories of 4 little girls. Walking along the beautiful yet solemn paths of the park, I heard tales of the 1960s and civil rights told so eloquently through the bronze statues. And all the while, my father-in-law was in the sound booth recounting his childhood as a young Jewish boy in wartime France and his immigration to the United States in 1949. It was all heavy stuff. Yet in the midst of it all, in the background was a more cheerful, hopeful story, told through the laughs and giggles of my children, whose lives have been made better because of the events and stories that are so hard to hear and even harder to tell. In my line of work, I tell stories through photographs, and today I am reaffirmed by the importance of storytelling. It is just so very important. In fact, I think it is essential, for the impact reaches well beyond the storyteller. Stories inspire, educate, energize, and motivate us, and there are endless ways to tell them. In a rocking chair on the porch, on the phone, over dinner with friends, on paper, through photographs, through stage and film, on Facebook and a blog, and I'm sure the list goes on and on and on. All it takes is getting it out of our heads and opening up our lives and hearts. Easier for some than others, and certainly sometimes easier said than done. But by doing so, we are able to recognize all of the things that make us human, what makes us so strikingly similar, and at the very same time, so astonishingly and remarkably different and unique. So, please join me in saluting the hard stories and the heroes of the past who paved the way for a better today and a brighter tomorrow. Join me in saluting StoryCorps for their mission and inspiration. Don't be shy. What's your story? What's your dream?